All eyes on Alabama, Tennessee. Another Bama beatdown or history in the making? Welcome to the Voice of College Football. We break down the game we all love each and every day with you. It is the best discussion, debate, and analysis of college football you will find anywhere. Why? Because of your contribution, your engagement. Thank you so much for your support. Please like the video, share the videos out on social media, and subscribe right here. Hit that bell for the notifications. That way you know when we're going live, which is constantly. All right, let's get to it. Bama has owned Tennessee. Nick Saban has owned Tennessee. The Bama winning streak lasts as long as the Nick Saban era in Tuscaloosa. All right, get these numbers. The last time Alabama beat Tennessee was 2006. The last time Tennessee finished in the top 25, 2016. 2007 was the last time the Vols finished in the top 15 and also won the SEC Eastern Division. 2007. It was 2001 since the last time Tennessee finished in the top 10. Of course, they won the national championship in 1998. And that was also the last season in which Tennessee won the SEC crown. It's been a long, long time for Tennessee football in just about any way you slice it. Now they've got an undefeated football team, and they are inviting Bama to the party in Knoxville on Saturday. All right, let's get to the matchups. Let's start with one Hendon Hooker. Finally getting the recognition that he has earned and deserves as a top-flight college quarterback, one of the best in the land. 10 touchdowns, no interceptions this year, one of just 3 quarterbacks in college football that has yet to throw a pick this season. The Tennessee offense, devised, of course, last season by Josh Heupel, even much improved this season. Number 1 in the nation in yards per game, number 2 in scoring. Jabari Small has been the guy to carry the mail on the ground the last 2 weeks against Florida and to LSU with 90 yards against the Gators and 127 against LSU. Jalen Wright was the guy that carried it for the Vols the most in the first 3 games of the season, regardless of whether it's Wright, but most likely it's going to be Small for a 3rd consecutive week. These guys are going to have to make Alabama defenders miss. The offensive line can't do everything. They're going to be able to create a little space, a little lean, a little push, but not a whole lot. Most likely it's going to be up to these Tennessee running backs to make guys miss in the open field and carry would-be tacklers for an extra half yard or a yard to move the chains. Cedric Tillman is back. He's the best Tennessee wide receiver. How effective is he going to be? How much is he even going to be on the field? And when he's on the field, is he going to be more decoy than productive number 1 wide receiver? Is he going to be out there to draw attention away from guys like Jalen Hyatt, who hauled in that beautiful pass down the left sideline in the corner of the end zone, thrown to the back pylon by Hendon Hooker that broke open the game in Death Valley. 27 catches, 5 touchdowns for Hyatt. Also, Brew McCoy. He has finally found a home, the former 5-star between Tennessee, Texas, USC. He's at home in Knoxville, especially when he gets the ball as much as he has the last 2 games against Florida. 5 catches, 102 yards, and against LSU, 7 catches for $140 for Brew McCoy. He has turned into an impact player. All right, on the other side, we've got the Bama defense, led by Will Anderson, of course, and Dallas Turner on both ends. 6th rated points per game and yards per game in the nation. Anderson with 10 tackles for loss and 5 sacks. He's getting all the attention, of course. Dallas Turner at 4.5 and 2. Don't forget about Chris Braswell. So Alabama's talked about using all 3 on the field. That would be their cheetah package. This Alabama defense held Devin Achane to just 62 yards on 16 carries. The Bama defensive backs have struggled at times. We first noted that in the Week 2 matchup at Texas against one of the best wide receiver rooms in the country. Also losing a number of jump ball battles to Evan Stewart of Texas A&M last week. Flip it to the other side of the ball. It all comes down to this, of course. It's a much different game if Bryce Young plays. He is arguably the best quarterback in the land. Jalen Milroe came into the game against Arkansas. He showed off his wheels, but hit only 4 of 9 passing. And there were more offensive struggles for the Tide through the air with Jalen Milroe playing against Texas A&M. So, Tennessee probably scheming all week for both quarterbacks, which causes a bit of confusion and divides their attention and their time. But they certainly want to see Jalen Milroe on Saturday in Knoxville, but you can bet that it's going to be Bryce Young for Alabama. That makes Jahmyr Gibbs even more dangerous out of the backfield. He has turned into possibly the best all-around running back in the nation. Not just carrying the football, but he's been productive as a pass protector since he missed a key block in the Texas game and was yanked out of the game for a drive or two. But he has been picking up the blitz in recent weeks, and also as a pass catcher with 22 catches, 5 total touchdowns. Jahmyr Gibbs has been compared to Alvin Kamara. Also, of course, Jace McClellan, 6.5 yards per carry and 5 touchdowns. All right, the talk of the Bama offense, and not in a positive light, has been the Bama wide receiver room. But I think this is being overstated in recent weeks. No, we are not finding Henry Ruggs or Jerry Jeudy or Devontae Smith or the pair that they had last year with, of course, John Mechie and Jamison Williams. But these guys are progressing, they're developing, they're getting better, they're being more consistent and actually holding on to the football. You've got, of course, the Georgia transfer Jermaine Burton, who's got the most big game experience. Ja'Cory Brooks has made big catches, i.e. the Iron Bowl game winner or the game tire to send it into overtime last season. He had a nice game against Texas A&M. Trayshawn Holden, of course, has, at this point, considerable experience. Kobe Prentice was the big game receiver against Arkansas. And, of course, you also have Isaiah Bond, the 200-meter track star who had the big reception to break the game open against Arkansas. The Tennessee defense will be without 4-year starting safety Jalen McCullough. He was arrested earlier this week on aggravated assault charges, 23 tackles, 7 of those at LSU last week. The Vols defense, only 87th in the nation in total defense. However, they keep teams out of the end zone, 22nd in points per game against. Byron Young coming off the edge. Joshua Josephs coming off the edge. Byron Young has turned into one of the best pass rushers in college football. Look out for him. This defense is not going to stop Bryce Young, but get him behind the sticks with disruptive plays. Of course, turnovers would help. Make them drive the field for long drives. Make Bama make the mistake. These inconsistent wide receivers to drop a throw on a 3rd and 7. So the Tennessee defense has to limit the big play, tackle in space, swarm to the football, and be technically sound and coverage sound in their assignments. If it comes down to a kick, Jace McGrath, 8 of 10 for the Vols, but just 1 of 3 past 40 yards. My picks on Patreon, of course. Join us right there. You get the Discord link where you can talk college football with the Knuckleheads 24/7, 365. And again, my picks on all the top 25 games across the nation and from our media guest panel as well. Go to Patreon, search MarkRogersTV, and sign up there. Tennessee-Bama should be a good one. We will have post-game analysis, of course, right here at the Voice of College Football.